Hello, Virgo. It's your girl, Mika Divine Spiritual Guidance. Thank you so much for joining me on another live. In today's video, we'll be tapping into the energies surrounding you and the person that you will be coming in encounter with for the month of June 2025. Keep in mind that time is fluid in tarot, so the messages I share could resonate for your past, present, or future. Also, as I read the messages, the roles could be reversed, so take the messages that are for you and leave the rest. For this reading, I'll be pulling some tarot cards to see the messages you need to hear. But keep in mind, these are general readings. So if you would like for me to look closer at your unique situation, go ahead and book you a personal. The information to book a personal is down in the description box below. You can also find that information in the pinned comments. All right, Virgo, I've already blessed the deck. So we're going to go ahead and get right to it. Remember, this is a live. So if you're here, like my girl, Kimberly, hey, Kimberly, don't hesitate to say hello. As y'all know, here on this channel, I love interacting with my amazing subscribers. So without further ado, Virgo, let's get right into your reading. Hey, Kita. Hey, hey. Okay, let's get started, Virgo. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the person that's going to be coming towards Virgo in love and romance for June 2025. Look at this. Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Well, this is someone who definitely wants to fight for you. This is like, nobody about to take my Virgo from me. Like, this person is so serious. They're like, yeah. Virgo is definitely worth the investment. They see you as somebody that's very valuable, very rare. I'm getting like a rare jewel. And they view you as something that they can't let go. Wow, that's amazing. So they're going to defend their spot. They're going to do all they can do to make sure that you don't go nowhere, boo. Okay. I love that. Okay, I'm getting excited for you, Virgo. Let's see, get some more about this person. Wait a second. Wait a second, Virgo. Tell me some more about this person, Spirit. Now, let me say this. You're going to confuse them. You're going to put them in their head because I think for so long, this is someone who has kind of felt defeated by love. And the types of things that I feel like you guys will talk about will make this person kind of feel like, am I making the right move? Like, is this the person I need to continue with, or should I run away? I think this person has a tendency to run from love because they've been disappointed so much. But it's so refreshing for them to encounter someone like you, Virgo, because you give them hope, you give them joy, but you also put them in their head. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. Yeah, they're tired. They've gotten tired of waiting. When we see the Three of Wands in the reverse, these are people that's waiting for their, ships to come in, waiting for the right person, waiting for the right love story to show up at their doorstep. And this person just kind of gave up. I think at the time when they finally said, I've had it, I give up. I'm just going to be, alone for the rest of my life. You show up or they show up in your life. The roles can be reversed. However, this thing pans out because you can be definitely a cross watcher, or vice versa. But yeah, they are feeling like maybe love is the untouchable dream. Maybe love is the untouchable dream. But then you come along and then they're like, wait, what? Maybe we got something here. All right, let's look at this. How do they really truly feel about Virgo? Look at this. Romantic. Knight of Cups. Ooh, lovey-dovey. I like. Very lovey-dovey. So it's very much possible this person, when they meet you, they're going to want to date you or they're hard on their sleeve. But pump the brakes. Let me take my time. Let me take my time because what if, what if Virgo disappoints me? And then they're going to be heartbroken. They're going to be so heartbroken. Yeah, they're going to be so heartbroken. But they are definitely feeling you. They're trying to just move past their fears. They don't want to be like in a delusional world. I think this person can get caught up in the fantasy of, and then they get let down when they deal with these karmics in their past that they believed was amazing, that they believed could be love, and it just turned out to be failure. So they've got to move past um, not trusting in love and really be open to it, and you're given that opportunity to do so. So underneath the deck with the Chariot here to the Queen of Swords, you're going to see this person show up taking action. Absolutely, they'll call you, they'll plan dates, or vice versa. You guys will be having a healthy connecting relationship where you're going to feel like this person is having forward movement. However, this person will deep down have a subconscious talk that's going to tell them proceed with caution, right? But they are feeling you. They're feeling you deeply, which is cool. Yeah, Kim said, I just met a new guy and he's a Virgo, but I don't know. I'm trying to see if it's his energy or my energy. Yeah, the roles can be reversed in these readings, guys. So you never know. You never know. All right, let's get some more on this. What is this person's intentions with Virgo moving forward? Like, what do they intend to do in this relationship? All right, we have Three of Swords and then the Devil. Ouch. Okay, let me see. Let me get some more on that. Okay. I really hope this is not the case. And the reason why I say that is because it starts off so beautifully, this story, and then it just takes a very dark turn for the worse. Let's see why. Why the Three of Swords to the Devil spirit? Okay, yeah, they're running. This is going to be a runner. See, gosh dang it, Virgo. Why do they got to do? Yeah, they're thinking too negatively about love. Let's see what happens. What makes this thing turn for the worse? Got cards flying across the room. Okay. They're scared of love. This person's scared. It's like the person that gets cold feet. They go in and then they let their thoughts get in the way. They let their thoughts get in the way. And I don't think it's necessarily anything that you may have necessarily done or will be doing to this person. I think this person is running from themselves, running from their own happiness. Hmm. This is for a small portion of you, but this person may actually encounter a situation where they get tempted to go another direction with someone else and it leads to a heartbreak, or this person may abruptly end the relationship and you're like, well, what the heck? It's like a ghosting energy where this person's running off, and it has to deal with that internal battle. There could be an argument or something that happens here. Give me some more on this King of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, they're going to just kind of sneak away to possibly go towards someone else. But it starts off so nice, but with a little bit of hesitation. So let's see, how will Virgo know if this is their story? Because this is not everybody's story. I think this is just for the few that need to hear this. We have the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, this person's going to have two people. That's what it is. So what I'm getting is they're trying to decide when they meet you who is going to be the one they want to invest in. I'm getting they're trying to decide between an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and a earth sign, a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So how do they feel about the Queen of Swords? So the Queen of Swords They kind of want to really work on it with that one. How about the Queen of Pentacles? That's the one that they're kind of pulling away from. So that's probably you. Okay. So yeah, it looks like when you guys are dating or getting to know each other, they see you as a very mature, stable offer, but they also feel like this other person is one as well. But it's something about this person's energy that I'm very confused by. I'm gonna pull some more cards because we're gonna get to the bottom of this today, Virgo. What the heck is going on here? Oh, simp, oh, pimp, oh, player from the Himalayas. I don't know what's going on with your person, but we're gonna find out because I want to know, do they love bomb? Do they future fake? Like what, why is it? I mean, they even kind of played with my energy in the reading. Let's see. Let's look further. Let's look further, y'all. Let's look further. So for those dating someone, don't be in panic yet. Don't be in panic. Let's see. All right, Spirit. Tell me about this person connecting to Virgo in the month of June 2025. Let's find out. Is this a past person or a new person? This person coming towards Virgo. That may tell it too. Is this a past person or a new person? New person in the upright, past in the reverse. Okay, it's new. Okay, it's a new person. A new person that will give you the impression that they want to be cooperative, make a team effort to work on things. Well, then what happens here? Why doesn't it work? Okay, because for them, it's a risk. It's a risk to make it happen here. And then underneath the deck, we have Page of Cups. So it's like a very small flirtatious offer, but then they're juggling you with someone else. So you get what I'm saying? It's okay. Let me slow down so I can explain what I'm getting. I'm getting so much information. I'm just like stumble over my words. You're dealing with someone who is giving to multiple people, right? They're giving to you, they're giving to someone else. And at the time you guys meet, they see you as a very valuable option. But what they notice is that they've got to make a choice. And for them, they feel like it's a risk to go towards you and make this happen. Because deep down with the Page of Cups, it doesn't matter if I shuffle the decks, this Page of Cups keep coming up. This is the best love offer they can give you. So I feel like this is someone that's not ready to fall in love. It feels like somebody that's just being flirtatious. You guys may carry on a good conversation, maybe go on a date or two, and then that's kind of where it stops. I don't feel like this person is treating this more. Yeah, they may sell you the dream of the Ten of Cups, but I don't see them taking action towards that. It kind of stops at the dating phase. Does that make sense? I don't see you blooming into a relationship. Like you notice the Knight of Cups with some of the first few cards. We have the Page, then we have the Knight. So when it gets to the Knight energy, that's kind of where I'm getting this person slows up and then they start panicking. It's like, okay, I got to make a choice. And they go a different direction. All right, so tell me more about this person. Why are they not choosing Virgo? Is there something we need to know why they have not decided to go down this path? Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. They may not feel like they have enough to offer. They don't feel like they have enough to offer you. I think there's going to be a part of you when you guys have conversations. It's going to hit this person like, wow, like I don't know if that's something that I can do for Virgo. And I think the offer is you want a long-term committed relationship, something stable, and this person's not ready for that. Truly, it stresses them out. Whatever you say, it's something you say or do that's going to make them feel like I can't live up to Virgo's expectations, whether it's you tell them you want to get married or you tell them you want them to do a certain thing or show up a certain way. It's something that's going to lead to some type of argument that I feel may lead to the demise of this relationship. And that's where this person gets stressed and deep down they're like, okay, I need to go back to the drawing board, and then they ghost you. Okay. Options and then ghost. All right, let's look at your side, Virgo. We're going to close this reading. So the only way you'll know is kind of if you get this inconsistent energy from this person, you start noticing like one day they're here, the next they're not. That's because they're entertaining someone else, okay, that you may not know about. So keep your eyes out for that. It's not everybody's reading, of course, so only take it for yours, y'all. Okay, let's see. Let's look at your side. This will also tell you if this is your reading, how you feel about them. Spirit, tell me a little bit more about Virgo and this person. How does Virgo feel about this person? How does Virgo feel about this person if this is their story? King of Swords, the Death card, and the King of Wands. You're very wise, very calculated, very smart about the way that you're analyzing this relationship. I think you're thinking very logically. You're not moving out of a lot of love, which I love that. You're moving out of a lot of logic. Like what makes sense? What are the facts? And you're moving out of you wanting something traditional, your core values, your beliefs. That is what you're evaluating. Does this person measure up to that? And what you want is family, right? Legacy, 10 of Pentacles. You want this person to be those types of things. But here's the dealio. When I get the 5 of Swords, I'm getting you being the energy like, and you'll notice this. If you feel like when you're talking to this person, you get this thing going on in your head where you feel like it's an ongoing conflicting conversation in your head, like you're second guessing yourself or you're thinking a little bit of much about it, that may be the red flag you need to hear. I'm hearing. Yeah, you're definitely going to start feeling like, I don't know if this is right. So listen to your gut, in other words. It's almost like you are very wise. I think Virgo has that characteristic and trait where you can read between BS, when people are being genuine and full of crap. So really pay attention to how this person moves. Pay attention to how this person moves. Yeah, you're going to really feel deep down like, how did I miss it? When the truth comes out, when the truth comes out that this person was not in this relationship um for love. They were actually just playing off of your emotions, being flirtatious, being lovey-dovey, but not wanting anything serious, like playing games. And I think that's what you're going to see. And you're going to start calculating it all and say, yeah, the inconsistent is not it. That's not working for me. All right, so why the death card here? So the way you feel about this situation too is you don't want to go back to a situation similar to your past. I think mentally you're like, if this person shows me any red flags of what my past person was doing to me, that's it. That's it. That's the drawing board. That's the blockage. I think what's hurting you more than anything in this dynamic is overthinking it to the point where it's becomes slight a obsession of yours to kind of check for the red flags with this new person, that it kind of creates it. And a part of you is quite defensive. Like, how can I put it? Like, you kind of think very negatively of what potentially this person can do for you. So you're always on guard. It's not really like you have good I shouldn't say pure intentions, but you don't have a lot of emotional investment in this because you're so worried about, well, what if, you know? So with this King of Wands here to the Nine of Pentacles, I don't even think you get fully invested in this to begin with. You see what I'm saying? I think what you do is you just sit back, watch, listen, and you like, yeah, nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. You not with it. You're not with it because what you realize is you can't really build with someone like this. It's something about what they do. Let's see why. Why does Virgo eventually start pulling their energy back from this person? It's something that happens. Yeah, you get in your head. I can't make this crap up. You start seeing red flags and you start going, oh, shoot, I don't know. I don't know if this person is something I need to continue or not. A lot of you guys are really thinking about ending it with this person. You guys may be a part of the the energy. Yeah, so you start pulling your feelings out of this. That's what I'm saying. I'm getting you not even being emotionally invested, but neither is this person. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like both people are very guarded. And that may be the thing too, Virgo, that makes this person feel like, as much as I see Virgo as a very valuable asset, a very valuable option, they just may not be feeling the chemistry. And I don't think you're feeling it either because both of you guys are not exuding a lot of love. It seems very platonic, like friendly, this relationship here. It seems very friendly. It doesn't seem deep. It seems like you guys can go out, have fun together, but it's not a lot of love there. Both of you guys are guarding your heart and then just kind of like hoping for the best, only to have this relationship end in disappointment because both parties are not fully investing or planting seeds that are solid to have this relationship fully grow. So, to answer your question, Virgo, you'll know this is your reading because when you connect with this person, you just won't feel it. It won't feel like you're emotionally invested. It'll feel like, man, we'll see. Yeah. Ah, we'll see, and then you don't, the attraction, it's like flirtatious, it's dating, but it's not deep. You know that difference between when you meet someone, you're like, man, I really like this guy. You get giddy, you get excited. This one, nah, not really. You won't get too excited. They will be excited with you, but then they'll start picking up your energy and then it'll be a no. It'll be a no. You know what I'm saying? DP says, right, I wasn't feeling that fool. And Kimberly said, yes, I understand. Yep. She said, yes, I understand. Makes sense. So that's how you'll know. And then it makes sense. Like if you are with someone and they don't feel like you're fully invested or fully like head over heels into them, then they're going to turn a lingering eye and go another direction. And I think that's what happens with this person. They're like, well, shoot, if Virgo's not falling for me in the way that I need them to fall for me, then I'm not going to fall for them either. And we'll just have fun and then I'll go off with someone else. And it doesn't feel like you guys are in a relationship when this happens. This feels like you guys are in the dating phase and then they go off and find another option that they just are finding more better communication because it was showing up as a Queen of Swords. So it could be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini they fall for or something. Yeah, you guys are just not equally yoked with the Temperance in the reverse. You feel like you and them are just not going to jive, and it has a lot to do with trying to fit a circle into a square. You have a certain thing you need and they have a certain thing they need. So it leaves you guys just feeling like it's forced, but you will have a little fun together, at least go on some dates, hang out, talk and stuff like that. And that's not too bad at all, right? Right. Okay, we're going to stop the reading right there. I hope this reading gave you some guidance on what to look forward to for the month of June, Virgo. If you made it this far in the reading, leave me a red emoji down in the comments. Any emoji as long as it's red. It'll increase your chances to win a free personal tarot reading for the month of June 2025. Thank you guys so much for watching, Virgo, and those that came on to the live to interact with me. Wow. Big shout out to Kimberly, DP, Nature Over Mine, and Kita. Thank you so much, guys, for coming out. And I look forward to see you guys on the next one. If you want to join me, I'm about to head off and do a collective read. For the collective, it doesn't matter which sign you are. It is a collective read to see what messages come through. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care of yourself. Namaste. Thanks for watching.